Have you ever watched the harem anime and realized that you like the losing heroine way more than the main winning one? Have you ever hated the main character so much for making the wrong choice? If the answer is yes, oh boy, do I have something to show you. Summer 2024 is not that strong of a season. It isn't particularly bad, but it falls flat in comparison to the other seasons of 2024, especially coming right after the strong season Spring 2024 was. Now, don't get me wrong, there's for sure some interesting stuff here. The continuation of Oshinoko, a really fun story made by the same author of Kaguya-sama that goes into some pretty interesting stuff about the entertainment business. And while season 1 was really good and talked about, especially with that 1 hour first episode that broke the internet, I'm not feeling so confident about season 2. Feels like a slight step down maybe. Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian, which has a crazy concept of a romcom where the main heroine secretly talks in Russian, but the main character secretly knows Russian. It's the story, while not so deep, is fun and enjoyable enough. And every time the little sister's in frame, and I'm not the only one either. The long-awaited season 2 of Tower of God is also here, losing all its fucking sauce, but here. Nokotan's trailer absolutely broke Twitter some months ago, and the anime lived up to its expectations. It really doesn't disappoint in being a really good comedy, which kinda makes me feel like I'm under the effect of hard drugs, like hardcore drugs. Hell, we even have Suicide Squad Isekai, which even being kind of meh, it's a fucking insane anime. Like, who the fuck had this idea? Yet, while most of the internet is focusing on those I just mentioned, my real personal favorite anime of this season is actually this other one. Makeine, Many Losing Heroines. So this is the part where I'm supposed to actually explain to you what this anime is about, right? After class, you see yourself in a restaurant far away from your school. No classmates should come here. You can sit back, relax, and start reading the latest volume of Is It Okay to Be Spoiled by My Older Little Sister with no fear of being judged. Coke, fries, light novel. Let the party time begin. The screams from the next table interrupt your reading session. Shit, the couple on the next table are actually your popular classmates. I've seen this one before. This is a classic. Thank God that's not my problem. Shit. Yes, this is another high school romcom with harem elements, and as you can probably guess from the title, the main gimmick here is that the main character is surrounded by losing heroines that have been rejected by other fake parodies of harem anime main characters. And I know that sounds bad. The bar with harem anime is really low, but the anime and the light novel are quite self-aware. They know which genre they are and they know what has been done in the past. Both the main character and the author are quite knowledgeable about the cliches of a rom-com light novel, which leads to some pretty funny situations. This story constantly pokes fun at not only its own genre but other ones too, like yaoi or isekai. This feels like it has been written by an actual anime fan, which makes me like this story a lot. Of course, being aware isn't enough to make a good rom-com. The driving force of a rom-com are the characters, and it's insane how I actually like all the characters in the shows. So let me talk a bit about them. I really like the main character, and that's normally one of the most important elements in a story, especially for me. In a genre filled with bad main characters, similar to Isekai, having this likable main character helps me enjoying this story a ton. Like, yeah, he's a slightly dense rom-com main character, but in a more realistic way, he acts in a way that makes sense for someone who never had any friends and who most knowledge comes from light novels. He's just like me for real. He is no stranger to light novels tropes and cliches, and he can see those happening around him. He isn't dense in the same way that most main characters are. He's just genuinely new to socializing, and that's just my preference, but I do like watching him figuring things out. But honestly, the main character is kind of fucked. With this many good heroines, my ass would not be able to choose. Seriously though, I like every single one of them. So let's talk about some of them. Throughout heaven and earth, she alone is the losing one. This is Yanami, the face of the show, the Satoru Gojo of losing heroines. We also have Yakshio, who is a silly little goober and just so fucking cute. Also neural activation. Then there's Komari, who is insanely cute, but goddamn, that's a losing heroine if I see one. Seriously, shy, short, introverted, and likes reading books. Holy shit, bitch, you won't win. There's also other ones like the hot zombie Gyaru chick or the hot nurse chick, but I'll let you figure out those for yourself. I really love all of them, and I'd kill myself if I had to choose just one. Anyway, good luck, main character. Anyway, I know this is kind of the bare minimum, but the progression feels actually kind of natural. There isn't the you helped me once and now I'm deeply in love with you thing. That happens sometimes in harem anime here. In fact, this is even one of the tropes the novel makes fun of. Rather than having the main character Riz every girl with his harem main character stare, this story is actually more about spending time with the loser heroines rather than having a harem of them. But it's still kind of harem-ish, I guess. But the heroines aren't all of the characters. And as I've said, I liked all the characters, including the side characters, like the fake main characters we have. They do feel like their own person while also feeling a trope role for the gag. Overall, the show is filled with fun characters all around, and they feel actually respected by the author. And I mean, it is a high school rom-com, there isn't an engaging murder mystery or any cool fighting scenes with insane animation. So, characters interacting is where it has to shine the most. But, talking about animation, right off the bat, the show starts by being seriously stunning. It really surprised me since I didn't expect that good of an animation coming into it. So I decided to look at which studio did it, and of course it's A1 Pictures. I'm genuinely impressed. They really cooked it with the animation, even from the small stuff. Seriously, look at this lightning, look at this sand, look at this drink, look at this, look at this, look at this! Anyway, the anime looks fucking great. A1 Pictures is flexing as always. And the direction doesn't fall behind either. They are doing a really good job at adapting the novel. Don't even get me started on the music. I love the opening, but holy shit, the multiple endings are so cool. You could say this video only happened because of how much I liked the first ending. Even the visuals are nutty, and if you don't believe me about the song, I'll just have to show you. Check this out. Anyway, the first episode is really good at selling you the anime, so I do really recommend you watching at least that. Give it a shot. This isn't a writing masterpiece that will change your outlook on life or fix your depression, but it is one of the best executed harem rom-coms of the recent times. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you will too. Bye!